They look like us a lot. I think they have a lot of team speed. They play really aggressive defensively. They've got a couple guys who are really game breakers on offense. When the ball gets in their hands, there's a chance for them to make big plays every single time. And they try to find turnovers on defense when they can. We do look very similar to one another in that at times we can really put some points on the board, and at times it kind of gets bogged down a little bit, and really it kind of comes down to the defense in those moments. And yeah, there's a lot of similarities between our two teams. I think we're really going to have to be sound defensively on our assignments and knowing who's where for them on offense. Number 12 is really good, really fast. He doesn't play a lot of offense, but when he's in, he has a chance to score each time. Running back's fast. Quarterback is, if not the best quarterback we'll see, is certainly at the top. The kids from last year, same kid, and it was good last year. And so, they've got a lot of guys. We're going to be really sound defensively, but it might come down to defense. It might be one of those games where, both teams are so concentrated on stopping the other team's offense that it's really going to come down to defense, because maybe it very well could be, a lower scoring game. It's every bit, I think, as big of a game. And we've talked to our guys about that on Monday, and then we kind of left it. But we did talk to them because they have Princeton week 9. And that's a tough matchup for everybody in the conference. And so this is kind of their big week to get win number 5, and us sitting at 4. We've got this chance and one more chance to try to find that 5th win. And, it'd be great to get it, taken care of this Friday, as opposed to, having to slip up and having to do it week 9. But it is a big game, and there is a lot riding on it. And, it's good for our kids to know that. Maybe more so about where they're at than where we're at. Yeah, it's really, really nice to have Caleb back. He understands his position really well, and you don't have to teach him the fundamentals. He just kind of knows those things, and so having to get back in the game wasn't as big of a deal, because he kind of had that basic, that foundation of what to do, and then he could kind of build on that. And he just brings more to the table than we've had in a while. In the spots that he's in, both defensively and punting. He's a kid that for 2 years now we kind of been waiting to get him on the field, because we knew he was a really talented player, and he showed himself last week for sure.
Yeah, I've been obviously out for almost 2 years, and it felt really good to get padded up again and finally get out on the field. I've missed football a lot, and it just felt really good to finally hit some people again. Yeah, I was punting sophomore year until I got hurt, and then I haven't punted since until we started practice this season, and I was still hurt, and they were punting during practice, and I stepped up again and punted it, and like I never left. Yeah, since I've been hurt, I've been still coming to all the practices, and I still listen to all the words they tell us and all the tips they coach and everything they've preached, and I've just basically remembered everything. I still pay attention to all the practices, and I've just been finally able to use what they've coached us into a game. And I like end because I like being able to run out, like I get like the whole field instead of being like a tackle. You just lot going on in there. But on the end, I get a little more freedom to move around more.
Any thoughts on this week's game with MR? I mean, you guys are both 4-3. Pretty big game on both sides.
Yeah, it is. I think our defense is gonna have to come up big again, like we did last week. I think we got them though this week. I like our odds against them.